Hey everyone, it's Ben here at BW Family Farm, and today we are going to go into a beehive. I noticed something a couple of days ago that did not look good. It was in one of my hives that I had marked that I needed to come back and check. Come back and checked, and not looking good. So let's go get into it and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Just got this suit here, come from Central Beekeeping Supply. They're here local to us. I am super stoked about this thing because it is light, it is fully breathable, the elastic is tight around there and around the belly. That makes a big difference working bees. Don't have bees crawling up your jacket, getting in between your jacket and your shirt. Makes it so much easier putting gloves on. All you got that elastic there. It's so much nicer. And like I said, it's lighter than any jacket I've ever had. Really breathes well. Here it is, 90 degrees out here today. And don't get me wrong, it's still gonna be hot, but not near as hot as a pair of coveralls like this, or a jacket that's not vented like that. A vented suit makes a huge, huge difference, trust me. Wasn't too long ago in one of my videos I showed you how quick and easy it is for me to light my smoker. But the other day, when Danny was over here, he showed me a different way. Just take your torch, keep the side of your smoker up. Man, it's even easier than the way I was doing it. I'm still using pine needles, 393 baby. A little bit of heat on there, that's all it is. Give it several puffs, get it going, and it's gonna stay lit. I do put a little bit of what I call puffy wood in there. It's just old dry rotten wood. I'll crumble it up in there, pack all that down in there tight, put the lid back on there, torch it, you're good to go. All right, I told you I had some marked. That right there is how I mark mine to know that I need to come back and check them. I'll just put a brick on there standing straight up. If they're flat, they're good. Up, needs work. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back into this hive. I had written on the lid that we added a new queen, and if you watched some of our last videos where Danny was out here, we put a new queen in here, and I was just going to check back in there to check to make sure she's still alive and laying eggs. Well, 2 days ago I went in here and I did not find that. I found a bunch of drone, and if you don't know what that is, a drone is a male bee, and they're not going to go out and forage or anything like that. All they're going to do is eat the food that's in here and mate. That's all drones are good for. So you might ask, how do you get drones? Well, worker bees can lay eggs, and they are called a laying worker. They lay a infertile egg, or what turns into be a drone. They cannot lay new worker bees, or they cannot lay an egg that will turn into a queen. You have to have a mated queen to lay fertile eggs in there to get the worker bees or to make you a new queen. We didn't have that, and I did not see that queen, so I'm gonna go back in here one more time and make sure. And then what we're gonna do is merge another hive in here with this. But first, we've got to probably kill quite a few of these bees. I don't know a number, I'd be making it up if I told you. But how you do that is you have to take them away, because the bees that are in here, the laying workers that are in here, have never been outside of the hive, so they are orientated to know how to come back. So what we're going to do is take these away, far away from this, shake them all out. All the worker bees, foragers that's out, they're going to come back and repopulate the hive. But also we've got to get a new queen to get in here so she can save this colony. Alright, so what you got to look for in a laying worker hive, I'm going to turn it a little bit sideways. See all these bullets sticking out? These are all drone cells that is coming from a laying worker. And any one of these bees right here could be that laying worker. Actually, several laying workers probably in here. Whew, they've got quite a bit of honey stored up in there, that's for sure. All right, first step, take everything out. We still have a bunch of bees in here. We're going to dump them all out. Now we're going to take this back to the spot where it was at. Now next is going to be shaking all the bees off of these. Now I'm not going to continue to keep showing this monotonous part of it. We'll move the camera back down there. As you can see, the foragers are already starting to come back, starting to fill the box back up. They've definitely got plenty of food. Food is going to be the least of our worries. I'm just scratching these drone cells open, and they'll clean them out. Alright, so after shaking all 10 frames out, and I went ahead and shook the honey super out just in case a laying worker or two was up there for whatever reason. I kind of tapped them all on this 8-inch block, and you can see kind of what's left. These are the ones that had never been out of the hive before and didn't know their way back, but most all of them have already come back. There's still a few clustered up over in here. That right there is kind of a hard thing to do. I mean, you're pretty much killing those bees over there. But if you don't do that, your whole colony is gonna collapse, gonna die, and then you've lost everything. This way right here, I'm giving the majority of them a fighting chance. I just gave them a queen. We're gonna see if she starts laying in the next 2 or 3 days. We'll come back in here and double check it and make sure she's laid some eggs. Hopefully they've cleaned up a lot of that drone where I've scraped it, killed the drone larva. They'll clean that up and get that all ready for her to start laying in. So anyway, if you ever find yourself in the situation of having a laying worker, here's a little picture of what I found in this hive. Do you see multiple eggs in all them cells? Well, I'm trying to zoom in real close on it here. I'll try to crop it. And you should see little bitty white rice-like things, but they're a lot smaller than rice. There's multiple ones of them down in there. That's your second clue right there that you've got a laying worker. First clue is gonna be you pop it open and you only see drone. That's gonna be about a telltale sign. But sometimes you can catch it before that happens. I've caught it when I've just pulled a frame or two and see a bunch of cells that has multiple eggs in it. And that's the first sign right there that I caught out of that box that I knew I had a laying worker. So this number 2 box is gonna have a second chance at survival. We'll check back in on them in a few days and see how it goes. All right, so if you ever come across that problem where you think you've got a laying worker, there is 2 telltale signs that you indeed do have a laying worker, and then that is also how you take care of it. I appreciate y'all watching. I know sometimes the bee videos can kind of get a little boring in a way, but they are also very, very handy. If you ever run into the problem, I know I've caught myself turning around looking on YouTube for different pieces of advice throughout the years. If you're looking for a bee suit, Central Beekeeping Supply, they're in Russellville, Arkansas. Order you one of these vintage jackets. I promise you, you will be tickled to death. Just because I have had 4 different suits, and this is the 4th one and by far the best one I have ever had. So here it is, the end of June. I have ended up with, I think, 5 nukes that are pretty much all the way full drawn out comb, verified queen. She's laying good brood pattern. They've got a lot of food storage. If you are local to me and interested in any, email me at VWFF@yahoo.com. I am looking to get rid of 5 of them. If you're interested in them, just let me know. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a blessed day. God bless you.